Welcome to my shop. I'm Mike and I appreciate you stopping by. What I'm going to do today, seeing as how it's in November and the temperature, geez, it's only 87 degrees right now, midday, so it's time to get back out in the shop. Forget these 90 and 100 days. So what I decided, since it is November, to start my Christmas present making like I do most every year. And this year I thought I'd do a checkerboard, mainly for the kids, a chessboard or checkerboard. And I'm going to do it in maple, the checkerboard itself, maple and black walnut. Now, believe it or not, you saw this wood, and out in California, this is 300 bucks worth of wood. Well, $294, but the other $6 will go, and more will go to finishing. So, I've got six board feet of black walnut. I've got 12 board feet of premium black walnut. I've got 7 board feet of black walnut wide. And I've got 4 board feet of bird's eye maple. So it's 49, 130, 59, and the curly maple is 36. 36, one board. So if you're doing real wood, welcome to woodworking. Now I'm going to make 3 chessboards, and I hope I only use a little bit of this for the chessboards. I wanted to buy some more for the cabinet. I'm going to do a cabinet, a tackle cabinet that will go under my rod and reel cabinet that I made a few videos back. So I've been looking at it and everything's just set under there, and I thought a nice cabinet would look better. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got the wood. I'm going to make the chessboard to each checker 2 inches by 2 inches, so it'll be 16 inches square, and then a little border around it. I'll make the top first, I'll make the bottom next, then I'll make the middle, and then I'll make the drawer. So I'm looking forward to it. I guess I'll begin by cutting 2-inch strips, 2-inch strips of the mahogany and the maple. So let's get on this project, see where it goes. Okay, since these strips have to be 2 inches wide, and they've got to be, well, the chessboard's 16 inches, so I'm making these 20 just for some slop that I can adjust things on. So I'll cut these down to make them more manageable in 18 inches. So let's get cutting. Alright, it looks like stage 1 is down. I've cut 4 or 12 strips each of white and dark. That'll be the checkerboard. So and I've just cut these with a table saw now. These should be really nice, perfect all the way down. I don't have a jointer, but I got me a jointer. I'll do it the way my grandpappies did it back in the day. So the way you do it is you just clamp these together and then run the jointer down them, and then they'll be perfect no matter what. So then they'll go right to perfect together. So I've got a little work to do with joining, so I'll start on that, and then we'll can glue them up, make them nice. So let's get on joining. All right, a new day in the shop. I've got all the strips done, and I've got them set up in the order. Now I've marked each one, you know, C1, C2, C3, C4, and then you know, A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. So I know how they go back together, because I've jointed these things to each other. So they've got, you know, I can't get these separated, or I'm going to have gaps or something. I just know it. So I've got to be very careful of that. Now, the wood will expand this way, but it won't expand this way. Now I'm going to have a border around this, locking this wood in. And boy, when you lock wood in, you're kind of asking for cracks. Now I've tried to get as dry a wood as I could get, so it wouldn't shrink down and break, but who knows. So to keep this tighter, I've decided to put 3 biscuits on, I've got 3 number 20 biscuits on each one of these to hold them in, and then on the sides when I put that, the bordering on. So hopefully that'll tighten it up to keep it from cracking. And then I think I'm going to put a plywood, a 1/4 inch plywood on the bottom over all of this, so it's even a little more, you know, it's a little stronger yet. So today, what I want to do is I want to get the biscuits in, and then I want to put 4 together, and I want to run them in through my planer to 3/4 of an inch. This wood isn't even close to, I mean, this is like, God, almost 1/8 of an inch higher. So I want to get everything down as close as I can before I start sanding, because I don't like sanding. And so after I get this milled down, normally I would have milled this down first before I even got to this part, but I've decided I want to stain this darker. And if I stain these now and then put them together and glue them together, the planer may take that stain off. So that's the only reason I'm going to do it, stain it, then I'll glue these things together. So that's what I'm going to do today, is biscuits, planer, and stainer. Let's get going on it. Like 150 of these I gotta do. Alright, I just want to take these down to kind of the same thickness. So we'll use the DeWalt. ready then. I've got all the strips, dark, light, dark, light. I've got the biscuits in, ready to glue up. But before I glue it up, I want to stain these a little darker. I just don't think they're dark enough, so I've got this very dark stain that I'm going to put on all the ones, and we'll see how it looks. Well, I don't know if I'm going to regret this or not, but here goes. I think that might look better as far as the checkerboard goes. I've got to be sure to keep these things in order, or I won't be being in too good a shape. There we go. So that's how it's going to happen. One down, 6 to go.